This week on Lexington Now, remembering those lost to the pandemic, food for fines, and Southland Park improvements. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of November 23rd, 2020. COVID-19 has taken a lot from many of us this year: health, financial stability, and personal interaction. None have lost more than those who have succumbed to the virus. A special ceremony was held, unveiling a Remembrance Exhibit for the victims of the pandemic.
I want to thank everyone for being here today. The lights in this window are in remembrance of the 109 citizens we have lost in Fayette County to COVID-19. Each candle represents a person we have lost: someone's mother, father, sister or brother, someone's child, someone's aunt or uncle, someone's cousin or neighbor, co-worker or friend. These are people who often sit next to us in worship. They may be fellow fans at Cats games or neighbors who live around the corner. These are people from all over Lexington, different religions, different walks of life, different economic status, different ages. Our goal today is to honor those we have lost and to underscore the importance of being careful. We don't want to keep lighting any more candles. We know it's never easy to lose someone, and it's particularly hard right now. After all, this is the time we usually get together with our families. We know it's not easy to lose someone. It's especially hard to lose someone to COVID-19. The isolation is cruel, and many have died alone. The virus is unpredictable, confusing, and frustrating, and it's harder on some people than it is on others. We know it's never easy to lose someone. It's important for us to stop and take time to reflect, to express our condolences to family and friends, to remember those we have lost. That's why we're here today. In a moment, I will call on our faith leaders I've invited here to offer our community words of solace and encouragement. These leaders represent the faiths of many of us, but not the faiths of all of us. We had to limit our numbers because of COVID-19. Our prayer, however, is for all of us. Our prayer is for our city, for her people. Lexington is known for pulling together. We're known for helping each other. That's when we are our best selves. Thank you for joining us in remembrance.
The exhibit is located at the Pam Miller Downtown Arts Center at 141 East Main Street. As we kick off the holiday season this week, Lex Park kicks off its annual food drive, Food for Fines. Gary Means fills us in on how to help with the disadvantaged and save some money at the same time.
Food for Fines is happening for a 7th year now. I can't believe we've had it that many years, but here we are. So in 2020, we're running it again during the holiday season. It will run for 4 weeks, starting on the Monday prior to Thanksgiving and running through Friday the 18th of December. So Friday the 18th of December will be the last day. We're keeping the criteria the same. You bring in 10 cans to get $15 off any citation, and we can take multiples of them. If you have more than one citation, we don't judge. You can bring in more cans and get that $15 credit per every 10 cans or food items like peanut butter, things like that. We work with God's Pantry, and they always can use additional help, but we do believe this year it's probably more important than ever. And so we really hope that folks will get the word out and come down and make those donations and take care of their citations. As we completed the 6th year last holiday season of 2019, we accumulated, I think we were up to around the equivalent of 30,000 meals over the period of 6 years. So we're really proud of the history and the way that it works. And we're doing the same thing again this year. We hope to bring in some more and add to that number. In total, we've brought in, I think it's right around 49,000 food items altogether, 49,000 food items. So again, it'd be great to get up into the, say, 55,000 to 60,000 range after this season's time frame and really help out those in need. Another thing that's been really great is our influence on other organizations. Since this started 7 years ago, there's been numerous cities. I've even had a mayor in Florida contact me who have reached out to us and asked for advice and help in getting something like that started in their community. So we've really helped out even other communities and people in other states. So that's been something that our organization is very proud of. So for folks who want to make a donation, that is done at the Lex Park office located at 122 North Broadway. And especially this year, we really need to be safe for both the customers and our staff. So masks are required, and when you enter the office, they'll have you stay in a certain area in the front and count up your cans and settle your account and let you make your donations safely. So we just encourage everybody to keep that in mind as they come down during our Food for Fines program.
Parks and Rec wants your input after the break.
I wear a mask so I can safely fly out of Lexington Airport to go see my grandson.
Because I like grocery shopping and going out shopping with my daughters.
So I can feel safe when I go shopping or go to the grocery.
In memory of my husband, Bill McCann, who was a community leader, and he would have supported this cause.
Help me and wear yours too.
Help me and wear a mask too.
Welcome back to Lexington Now. One of Lexington's most popular parks is getting a new playground, and Parks and Rec wants you to help decide how it's going to look. Michelle Kasiniak tells us how to be a part of the design at Southland Park.
We are at Southland Park in the playground area, where we have known for many years that our colleagues in water quality were trying to solve flooding issues in the Southland area. We're looking for solutions to store water, and they approached us about using the park to store the water, and we found a win-win for the citizens. The area where the current playground is a great place for a basin. It's a place that all the water drains past, so it can be stored. And the win is that Southland Park Playground was about to be reaching end of life anyway, and so it really needed to be replaced anyway. So in partnership, we're going to move forward with those two projects and design them together. We have selected an alternate site already, but we have not selected the equipment, and we are looking for the community to help us to do that. And you don't necessarily have to live in the Southland neighborhood to participate. On the government website, there is currently a press release that has a link to a survey. We've got 2 play structures that we selected, and we're asking people to choose between them. And then we've got some swing options for both age groups that use a playground for people to choose. There is a general plan that shows the space for the playground, space for the new basin. We will be publishing a more detailed plan, but this is just a general plan. Not only can you click on the playground equipment, the structures, click on the swings, but there is a place to leave general comments. So if there's anything else you'd like to tell us about Southland Park, maybe not related to the playground, please use that opportunity to leave us a message, and we're following up with all of those. If you're familiar with Southland Park, you know where the shelter is, and the playground will remain near the shelter for the convenience of being near restrooms. When you have little ones at the playground, restrooms are important. Also, the shelter offers shade. The playground will be shifting just to the other side of the tree line next to the shelter. Currently, there's a basketball court there. Another win-win is that the basketball court is in very poor repair, and it needs to be replaced also, so we will be relocating that within the park. At the end of all this, we'll have a new basketball court, we'll have a new playground, and we'll hopefully have a basin that stores some water and is done in a very park-like way, the design, and we'll stop flooding in the neighborhood. A typical neighborhood park playground costs about $125,000. When you have a community park like Southland, generally we will request a bit more to make it a little bit more robust. And so we're probably looking in the neighborhood of about $200,000. And that's pretty typical. Playgrounds like Jacobson and Shiloh cost $500,000. In partnership with the Basin Project, we have an opportunity to take advantage of some of the features of the basin to play into the theme of the playground. A pond, aquatic, water-based themed playground, and that might include things like little binoculars mounted so that kids can look out into the basin, which we hope will have native species, which will attract birds and butterflies, and those might be some of the little creatures you might see throughout the playground in various play panels and so forth. It will be a more dense and compact plan. The current playground is very spread out with lots of individual items, and we're going to be congregating those items together a little bit closer and going up a little bit higher to offer the same play value, but just kind of in a different shape and arrangement.
This week, many of us will be enjoying a deep-fried Thanksgiving turkey. What to do with all the grease and oil after the feast? Enter the annual Gobble Grease Toss. Jennifer Myatt, along with a few helpers, tells us what it's about.
Once again, we are having Lexington's Gobble Grease Toss on the day after Thanksgiving, which this year is Friday, November 27th, and many of you know it as Black Friday. So if you are out and about and you have cooked a turkey on Thanksgiving and you have cooking oil to get rid of, you can bring it to the Gobble Grease Toss to be recycled. So the Gobble Grease Toss is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Redwood School at 166 Crestwood Drive off of Nicholasville Road. And we encourage anybody who has used cooking oil to bring it to be recycled into biodiesel. So it's a really good way to do something environmentally healthy this Thanksgiving and this holiday season if you are frying your own turkey. And just make sure that with COVID, we are reducing contacts as much as possible between people, between our staff and the volunteers and the public. So put your cooking oil in a disposable container with a lid in the trunk of your car, and don't get out or roll down the windows or anything. And we'll just take the cooking oil directly out of the trunk of the car for you, and then you can drive out.
The Gobble Grease Toss is important because if you don't recycle the oil, then most people pour it down their drains or into the trash can, which in the trash can it'll eventually go to a landfill. And the more landfills and stuff there are, they have to cut down trees and things for it, which isn't good for the environment.
When you pour your grease down into a drain, there's always the chance that it can just go down your drain and clog your sink. And that's not a good thing. Who likes their sink to get clogged? And then after it goes, if it doesn't get clogged, it'll go to our sewage systems, which can make our water unhealthy. Plus, it could clog our sewage systems, which is like clogging your sink. It's not good.
It's important to help the environment because if we don't, we're probably gonna not survive without the trees and the stuff that we need to survive, like food and trees for oxygen. And if we don't have food, then we're gonna starve.
Hi, my name is Gloria and I recycle boxes. And I think it's important to recycle because it's pretty much helping our environment. And like if you throw something away, it will go to the landfill. And the landfill, for them to exist, you have to cut down trees. And so pretty much all of it connects. So I think it's really important to recycle in general. Hi, I'm Lila and I approve this message.
So the leadership team currently is working on a project on making sure no food goes to waste, because like 50% of food is wasted and just thrown away. So we need that food to help feed the hungry. So the Gobble Grease Toss is like, well, usually in Thanksgiving, people like fry their turkeys and then about the oil, but that's bad for the environment because it usually ends up in the ocean, and that's bad for the fish. So Redwood takes the oil that people fry their turkeys in and turn it into biofuel. Well, we don't turn it into biofuel, but a lab does.
A reminder that Lexington's annual Christmas tree lighting will be taking place on Sunday, November 29th at 6 p.m. You can watch it on Lex TV, and a recap of the event will be here on Lexington Now during next week's show. Most meetings at City Hall are running virtually, but we are bringing many of these meetings to you live. Check out our website for the most accurate and up-to-date coverage of city business. And for the latest on how the city is handling the pandemic, visit our official response site, including testing sites. Simply click on the banner at the top of our homepage. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter @LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on LexingtonKY.gov. A happy Thanksgiving to you and yours from all of us at Lex TV. I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.